You wake up, swing your legs over the bed, and something feels off. You sit on the edge of the bed, reach for the floor, and something feels different. Not just tired, not just stiff, but weaker, as if your legs didn't get the message to wake up with you. You're eating right. You try to move to stay active, but it's like your muscles aren't listening anymore. They shrink silently without pain or warning. That's not just aging. That's sarcopenia, a quiet condition that steals muscle mass after 60, especially in the legs, and once it starts, it doesn't stop, unless you intervene. I've seen this story play out hundreds of times in my clinic. Seniors who were full of life, slowly growing unsteady, fatigued, and unsure of their own steps. But here's the part nobody told them. Your muscles don't just need movement. They need the right kind of food delivered at the right time to rebuild, to reactivate, to return. And the best part, these foods aren't expensive. You don't need fancy powders or protein shakes. In this video, I'll show you 5 simple natural foods, one of which costs less than a bottle of pills, that quietly restore your strength balance and confidence. Starting tonight. Let's begin with one of the simplest, most underestimated foods on your grocery shelf. It's soft, affordable, and quietly works overnight to rebuild tired muscles, especially after 60. Your grandmother probably loved it, and science now proves she was right. I'm talking about cottage cheese. Food 1, cottage cheese. There's something comforting about a bowl of cottage cheese. It's soft, familiar, and easy on the stomach. But for seniors over 60, it's so much more than just a snack. It's a nighttime repair tool, a gentle protein that works quietly while you rest. You see, as we age, our muscles become less responsive to protein. It's not just about how much you eat, it's about how your body processes it. And cottage cheese contains one of the most efficient forms, casein. Unlike fast-digesting proteins, casein is absorbed slowly over several hours. That means, while you sleep, your muscles continue receiving a steady stream of amino acids, especially leucine, a powerful compound that signals muscle repair and growth. It's like leaving the lights on for your muscles at night, giving them time and fuel to rebuild. Cottage cheese is also rich in calcium and phosphorus, essential for strong bones that support your entire muscular system. Plus, it provides vitamin B12, zinc, and selenium nutrients that enhance coordination, nerve function, and energy balance. And here's the best part. It requires no cooking, no fancy prep, just a scoop, a spoon, and maybe a few toppings. To get the most out of it, enjoy half a cup to 2/3 of a cup of low-fat or fat-free cottage cheese at the right moments in the evening when your muscles are preparing to recover during sleep. After light activity like walking or stretching when your body needs gentle nourishment, or on those days when you're feeling drained but your stomach isn't ready for anything heavy. Add in berries, a sprinkle of flaxseed, or a spoonful of nut butter for extra benefit. But avoid sweetened versions or cottage cheese desserts added sugar blunts the very benefits your body needs. So the next time you're winding down in the evening, think of cottage cheese as more than a food. Think of it as a quiet helper, one that whispers to your muscles, "I'm still here for you." Food 2, flax seeds. Next on our list is something tiny but mighty. While it may look like a humble seed, it acts like biological oil, gently reducing stiffness, easing inflammation, and helping your muscles move with grace again. Let's talk about flax seeds. Imagine a rusty door hinge that creaks every time it moves. Now imagine adding a drop of oil and suddenly smooth, quiet, steady again. That's what flax seeds do for your body after 60. Tiny, often overlooked, yet filled with the kind of nourishment that soothes inflammation, restores flexibility, and reawakens tired muscle cells. Flax seeds are one of nature's richest plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, which helps reduce chronic inflammation in muscles and joints. That's especially important for older adults, where stiffness and soreness aren't just discomfort, they're signs of slowed recovery and hormonal imbalance. But flax seeds offer more than just omega-3s. They're packed with soluble fiber, which gently supports digestion and improves nutrient absorption. They contain magnesium, calcium, vitamin B1, and plant compounds called lignans, which help stabilize hormones and reduce oxidative stress. To unlock their full benefits, always use ground flax seeds, not whole. Stir a teaspoon into oatmeal yogurt smoothies or warm vegetable dishes, or steep it in hot water for a calming, gut-friendly drink. If seeds feel too hard to digest, try cold-pressed flaxseed oil, just 1 teaspoon on an empty stomach. Think of flax seeds as quiet healers, restoring movement, softening stiffness, and sending a message to your muscles. You're not done yet. Food 3. Blueberries. Next on our list is one of nature's sweetest protectors. Small, vibrant, and bursting with flavor, blueberries do far more than satisfy your taste buds. They shield your muscles, sharpen your reflexes, and help your legs respond when life asks them to move. As we age, our bodies become more vulnerable to oxidative stress, a slow, invisible force that breaks down muscle fibers and dulls communication between the brain and the body. Blueberries are packed with anthocyanins and polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that fight this process head-on. They help preserve muscle tissue, reduce inflammation, and improve blood flow through tiny capillaries that nourish your legs. But even more remarkably, they strengthen the neuromuscular connection, the link between your mind and your movements. That means better balance, quicker reactions, and more confidence in every step you take. Fewer stumbles, less hesitation, more trust in your legs to carry you where you want to go. Enjoy blueberries fresh frozen or lightly thawed. Add a half cup to oatmeal cottage cheese or yogurt in the morning. Avoid sugary jams or dried versions. Refined sugar cancels out their benefits. With every bite, blueberries whisper to your body, "You're still sharp, you're still strong, and yes, you can keep going." Food 4. Walnuts. Now let's move on to a food that doesn't just feed your body, it reawakens it. You might think of walnuts as just a crunchy snack, but after 60, they become a functional food for restoring strength from the inside out. As we age, our natural production of anabolic hormones like testosterone and growth hormone starts to slow down. These hormones are essential for turning protein into muscle. That's why, even with good nutrition, many older adults still experience weakness and slower recovery. Walnuts help flip the switch back on. They're rich in alpha-linolenic acid and omega-3 that reduces inflammation and improves cellular communication. They also contain arginine, an amino acid that boosts blood flow to muscles, improving oxygen and nutrient delivery where it's needed most. But the power of walnuts doesn't stop at muscles. They support the brain-muscle connection, which affects balance, reaction time, and coordination. Thanks to compounds like vitamin E, zinc, selenium, and flavonoids, walnuts help keep neurons firing accurately so your brain can speak to your body without delay. For best results, enjoy 5 to 7 walnut halves per day, about 20 to 25 grow. Eat them in the morning or as a midday snack. Sprinkle them on oatmeal, blend into smoothies, or add to roasted veggies and salads. Avoid sugar-coated or roasted versions. They strip away the healthy fats and turn this superfood into dessert. Every handful of walnuts tells your body you can still rebuild, and you're still connected from head to toe. Food 5. Quinoa. And finally, let's talk about a food that gives you strength without the weight. Sometimes even the healthiest meals feel too heavy, especially meat. Digestion slows, appetite fades, and your body starts choosing comfort over nourishment. But that's exactly when quinoa shines. Quinoa is not just a trendy grain, it's a complete plant-based protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and maintain muscle. What sets it apart is how gently it works. It digests, easily doesn't bloat, and provides steady energy without sugar spikes or crashes. This makes quinoa an ideal option for seniors who've reduced their meat intake or feel discomfort after heavy meals. In fact, many of my patients who struggle with muscle loss but can't tolerate animal protein find real progress by simply adding quinoa to their daily routine. It's also loaded with magnesium, which relaxes muscles and reduces cramps, phosphorus and calcium, which strengthen bones, and iron, which improves oxygen delivery to tired tissues. Plus, vitamin E and flavonoids help protect cells from age-related damage. To enjoy quinoa, rinse it well to remove bitterness, then cook it in water or broth, like rice, about 15 minutes. A serving of 1/2 to 2/3 cup cooked quinoa pairs beautifully with veggies, eggs, fish, or olive oil. Think of it as a meal that doesn't weigh you down, but quietly lifts you up. One of my patients, Ruth, 71, had reached a point where simple things like standing up from the couch or walking to the mailbox felt draining. She wasn't inactive, she ate well, but her muscles weren't responding. So we made one small change. We added cottage cheese before bed, blueberries with breakfast, and quinoa at lunch. 6 weeks later, Ruth returned for a follow-up, smiling as she walked in without her cane. "I'm still the same age," she laughed, "but I finally feel like my legs belong to me again." It wasn't magic. It was nourishment given at the right time in the right way. Her body was never broken. It just needed to be heard. Ruth's story isn't rare. I've seen it time and time again, seniors who thought their strength was gone for good, until they gave their bodies what they were truly asking for. Not pills, not gym routines, but food, real food. A scoop of cottage cheese that rebuilds muscle overnight. A spoonful of flax seeds that quietly reduce inflammation. A handful of blueberries that reconnect the brain and body. A few walnuts to reignite hormones and sharpen movement. And a warm bowl of quinoa that lifts without weighing you down. None of these require big changes, just small, thoughtful choices repeated day after day. Because muscle loss after 60 isn't just a natural part of aging, it's a silent drift away from strength, mobility, and independence. But here's the good news. You can steer the other way. You can start today. Choose one of these 5 foods, just one. Add it to your routine and listen. Really listen to how your body responds. Maybe your legs feel a little steadier. Maybe your steps feel lighter. And if you've already started noticing changes, drop a comment and let others know. Your story might be the one that gives someone else the courage to begin. Let us know which food you'll try first. And don't forget to subscribe to Healthy Seniors Over 60, because every day is a new chance to grow stronger.